You designed a wealth tax, and then the Prime Minister said, dumped it. And you said that was untenable for you, and you stepped down as Revenue Minister. Obviously, it's a very principled approach to take.
Or mad.
Or mad. So why was it so important to you?
I don't like inequality. Neither does Chris Hipkins, actually. He had his reasons for stand against that. He didn't think that we could carry it into the election and sustain it, and that was his view, and I respect that. I think that income from capital should pay a fair rate of tax, just like people pay on their wages. And if you earn more wages or salaries, you pay more tax because you pay tax on every dollar you earn. That's not true of income from capital. There are different ways of fixing that. The two main ways are through either a capital gains tax or a wealth tax. And in the Labour Party, we're having an internal discussion as to which, if either of those, we should be pursuing. There are pluses and minuses for both of them. In respect of realisation-based capital gains taxes, it's interesting that they don't actually, and there's good literature on this, they don't really affect the super wealthy because they don't realise their assets. They've got so much that they always run a surplus and they just buy up more. So if you have a realised capital gains tax, it doesn't deal with that raging inequality that we've got at the moment. Now, I do think some people have got a thin skin though. Whenever I talk about tax, some people say to me they feel like they're being personally attacked. No, they're not. I know the critics of it say that this will somehow cause capital flight. I don't agree. For a start, people stay in a country for lots of reasons. Their families are here, their friends are here, they love their country, their business contacts are here, they like being a big fish in a small pond rather than a non-entity in a big pond. But nonetheless, some people, if you increase their taxes, the occasional person does leave. Inland Revenue and the Treasury estimated that 3% of our capital would leave and 97% would stay. That 97% of our capital, in my view, would be better applied to grow the economy, increase incomes, increase the number of jobs, and increase the standard of living in New Zealand. It's just about all upside.
So you think that a wealth tax, if applied, would be politically viable in the future?
Either a wealth tax or a capital gains tax. I'm not expressing a view here in favour of either. You know my historic views, but there are arguments for and against those views. I mean, at its most basic level, we should be allocating capital on the basis of the profitability of the endeavour, not the tax status of the investment. You know, that's what makes for efficiency. And there's a lot of literature, academic literature about this, including the relative merits of capital gains taxes compared with wealth tax, which is, although it's called a wealth tax, it's actually essentially a tax on the annual income earned from capital, albeit collected as a small percentage of wealth because it's easy. But I mean, to a certain extent, that's detail. The high level principles are: should people that earn more money pay a lower rate of tax than the middle class already do, like a third? So that's one principle that goes to fairness, and the other is, what is it that drives the efficient investment into the economy that maximises the potential of the economy to have a good standard of living?
In that sense, are the super wealthy getting a free ride at the moment?
Largely, yeah. The super wealthy in New Zealand pay far lower rates of tax than people who earn their income from wages and salaries. Now, this is not a criticism of the super wealthy. I really like these people. I know many of them, and I've worked with lots of them. They're not going to leave.